Hey Craig Vinyl community, it's part 2 of my incredible, amazing vinyl finds haul recently, and I've got another whole heap here to get through. These I've all cleaned up. All these I've cleaned up recently, so you'll see I've been starting to put my incoming vinyl all cleaned up using the Spin Clean, brand new sleeves, inner, outer, and watching a few of you guys, your advice and so forth as to how to properly store them. So this is what I've done. So without further ado, let's get through them. Okay, songs in the key of life, Stevie Wonder. So you can see how I've been packaging them. I've opened up, taken the records out of the main cover, any notation, booklets, sleeves, that type of thing, and sat them in the back. So this is what I've seen, what you guys recommend for the correct safety and protection of the sleeves and the spines. This is what I'm doing. I absolutely love this package. I saw it in the store and where I got it from, and it looks like in amazing condition. I just had to get it. I do follow the Rolling Stones sort of greatest albums of all time from, I think, about 10 years ago it was last updated, and this I think still runs in the top 30, I think, of all time. Classic to another, Rumours. Sorry about the light, I finally got it. Finally got this one. What a masterpiece this is, absolute masterpiece, and it sounds phenomenal on my system. Haven't played side 2 yet, but side 1, every song just blows you away. Incredible music, fantastic band, and no wonder referred to as one of the greatest albums of all time. Fantastic. Alice Cooper, I've got 2 of these albums. This one I found, it's called A Greatest Hits. I think it's about 1974, so interesting. Alice put this out, or his record company put this out in 74, when he's still kicking ass today. And so this would be a nice little collection. I'm not sure, I don't know his discography history of Alice Cooper. I'm assuming based on the year and some of the great songs that followed this, that this is probably his first greatest hit. So look forward to that one. Boston, Don't Look Back. I think I've now got 2 or 3 of their albums. For me, I can't go wrong with Boston at all. Again, a band that put out some great albums in the day, and you know, I appreciate albums like this, or records where bands, you know, back in the era, you know, for all the stuff that I collect, the classic rock, I mean, the bands and that, I mean, you wrote an album because someone was going to put that album and play it and have a party and whatever, and every song had to, you know, had to kick ass. And great vocalists, great recordings, Boston. Finally picked up a copy of the Beatles' Yellow Submarine. I've got no inner lyrics sleeve or booklets. I'm not sure what this came with originally. This might even be a repressing, I'm not sure. It's an Australian pressing. Beautiful condition for what it is. And just a must I had to add to the collection. Hello, Gregory Short, popcrackle.com. Yes, I'm still getting more Elton John, and here's another one to add. I think this is, again, in the 70s, Captain Fantastic. I mean, this is awesome. I mean, I got this for, this was only a few bucks in the lot. And reasons why I like it, I think it's just, as the name says, a fantastic, interesting cover to look at. There's a lot of things happening there. Sorry about the light, guys. Inside there was 2 booklets. There's a booklet about songs on the album, and there's another booklet which is kind of like a history at the time of Elton John's recording life, I think. And so 2 booklets in there. So I'm pretty sure that it's all original setup in here. So. But to be honest, I haven't played this yet, and when you look at the song titles on there, there's not a lot of classic songs jump off the record. Yeah, the titles don't jump off the record until you think, oh yes, that one, that one, that one. So I'm expecting, it'd be nice to hear some good 70s Elton John where there's songs you haven't heard yet. Probably really good stuff. I'm not sure if I showed this one. I did get a couple of doors in the part 1 of my finds there in my last video last week. I can't remember if I showed this one because sometimes my regulars jump from one shelf to the other and I get mixed up. But in case I did it, the Doors Greatest Hits, 85 pressing, double album, fantastic condition. I played this on my new system the other night, and the song The End, and always loved that song. I think The End was on, I was looking at it on YouTube, on Apocalypse Now, was it? I believe it was, the album, the movie. I was so pleased to get this, Jethro Tull. I've got a few more Jethro Tulls than this in my previous video. Thick as a brick. Beautiful condition too. This album. And I'm sure most in the VC know about this colour, but just in case you haven't yet, it is like a newspaper type fold out. I'll see if I can get that to show you. And this just folds out. Folds out there. And yeah, so I don't know yet. Is this from an actual copy? I think this is a 1972 release, this album. Is this from an actual paper of the day? I've yet to read the articles or find out about it, but what I did find out, this was just basically a one-track album. They recorded over from November, I think it was November 71. They recorded over 3 months. And basically, I think the song titles go Thick as a Brick Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. So, identified as classic prog rock, progressive rock. And I listened to that last night. And that was fantastic too. It's kind of album, there's a lot going on in it, different sounds and stages to the one song. That'll keep me going listening to it for a long time. Jethro Tull, A Benefit. Not sure. Again, I think this would be all 70 stuff. I've got, I think, about the first 8 albums or so. So, just another one there. Osibisa. I think Doug kind of tried to tell me how to pronounce it, but I've now got 4 of their albums. Here's 3, I think. Hang on. This one, I believe, is their first one they recorded, Happy Children. If you can see that in the light. Same, pretty sure it's the same Warner, the early Warner label, same as Fleetwood Mac. And Happy Children's the title track of this, so to me it was a bit of 70s African funk, tradition type music. Again, I haven't heard it all to really talk about it a lot, but very interesting, very different. Fantastic music. And here's a couple more. Osibisi Rock, however you pronounce it. And the third one I got in this lot is called Heads. Love the artwork cover. Beautiful. And it's on MCA Records, so I'm not sure what happened there, whether obviously there's a change in contracts or something, but another Jethro Tull, songs from the Wood. On James Hay, Looking for Jack. Now Colin Hay, the lead singer, of course, of that famous song Down Under, a lot of you guys in the States would know. Men at Work. I've got to tell you this. He was on is it Jimmy Kimmel, one of those shows about 6 months ago, and did acoustic version of his song, or Men at Work song, Overkill. I mean, this guy kicks ass. I mean, he'll sort of, the perfect thing for this guy is in a pub type venue, restaurant venue. Even if it held 200-300 people, and he would have everyone full attention. He's just got that aura about him, that voice. You just can't help but listen to and be drawn in. Greatest Hits, Neil Young. I played this the other day. This is awesome too. It's on that, what do you call it? Reprise Records, that familiar sort of orangey label that Neil Young has. And I haven't previously listened to a lot of Neil Young, but hearing every song here, I mean, that's fantastic. I mean, again, it sounds brilliant on my system, and yeah, hearing that just makes me want to get all Neil Young's discography, which I will. I don't come across a lot of his stuff. I guess I can understand why a lot of people wouldn't want to part with it, but I'll be looking out for it. The Doors 13. Now this, I played this as well. This record's got a few little scratches and scuff marks, but plays through well. This is the Doors. This is their first ever compilation album that came out. And again, I'm not sure what year. It's on the Elektra Records, but for an early compilation. You know, you're not going to go wrong for the Doors. Cornerstone by Styx. Like Boston, I really want to try to fill my Supertramp, Styx, Boston, all that kind of music, that era. I love all that stuff. A&M Records. Side 1, track 3, I just played the other night. The song called Babe. Great driving, strong vocals. Excellent music for its time. This is Crosby, Stills and Nash Replay. Pretty sure this is a compilation as well. I mean, these guys didn't put out that many albums, so I don't know how many compilations they put out. If this is the only one, what do you know? Can you tell me? How many albums did they put out as a trio? Marrakesh Express, Love the One You're With, that type of stuff was all on here. Or am I wrong? Is it not a compilation? If they only put out a couple, I'm just assuming it is because all the music's great. Maybe it's not because they've only put out a few albums, and this is like brand new too. Whether this is a repressing or just... Well, this is a USA copy, but fantastic. It's pretty much near mint. T-Rex Electric Warrior. Two cool things about this that I like. The song Get It On, I think side 1, track 1. And I just love the side B picture on the label. It's just a picture of the Mark Bolan, I suppose. That's pretty cool. Thanks for staying with me, guys. I'm past halfway, so let's pick up the speed here. Supertramp, Crime of the Century. Adding to my Supertramp collection. Hello, Liam Dyer. Thanks for your shout out to me the other day in your video. Check out Liam Dyer's channel. Similar to me, he collects a lot of classic rock, Elvis, etc. So all good stuff. He's I think he picked up their debut album, self-titled Supertramp. This is about their third or fourth in the queue for them. I think this is my third one now of theirs. Heart. This is what he calls. It's a double album. The first album is like a best of studio recordings, and the second record. The second record LP is live stuff of theirs. Haven't heard it yet, but you know it's going to be good. Shout out to James Griffiths. Hi James. James mentioned to me about checking out Slow Train Coming, Bob Dylan, and it was funny because I think the day he put that comment in, the day he commented about that, the day I found this in this lot. This is probably Dylan's, I don't know off by heart, maybe around his 8th, something like that, studio album, and generally known as his first of a sequence of 3 albums that were sort of, what do you call it, not gospel, church-based type of thing, and but out of those 3, generally known as a very good album, as one of the best of those 3. So on CBS, yet to hear that one. This is an original Australian pressing, Little Richard Every Hour. Shout out to my mate Jordan. How are you, Jordan? Now Jordan, I think if he hasn't shown already, or maybe I shouldn't say, but he's found some great Little Richard. What do you think of this one, Jordan? This one I don't think generally appears. I have to look it up. The catalogue number is CAS-2430, Australian pressing, where that fits in the discography for Little Richard. Boss Gags. This is like near mint condition as well. The vinyl is perfect condition. Again, I don't know if it was, I think it was Speaker Jeff who said to me, grab all the Boz you can get. Nutbush City Limits. Mainly got this thinking of my wife Vicky, who would loves this song. But I Can Tina Turner. Should be pretty cool stuff. Down to then left, Boss Gags again. Don't know a lot about Boz. Continuing with my 70s Pat Benatar collection. Pat Benatar, Crimes of Passion, and of course side A track 4, Hit Me With Your Best Shot. Love that song. Only a few more to go, guys. Thanks for hanging in. Wonder which one your favourite is at the moment. This one's a bit different in the lot. Fat Swallow, American Ripples, on a mono. Victor says here vintage series. So I'm assuming this is part of a series of that was put out. That was put out at some stage. This must have been one in the collection. So don't know a lot. I'm pretty sure I've got a CD of his. I've got a big collection of blues and jazz on CD. It was a particular series which I might show one day. But to see something like this, I mean, this guy's a classic jazz pianist. I barely come across any of this stuff on vinyl, and if I do, it's usually very expensive in a limited way, I guess. You really got to go out searching to find stores that sell this kind of stuff, because generally in the classifieds and things like that, you won't find this stuff. So that's awesome. About 4 more to go, guys. This is a beautiful cover. Pretty sure this is an Australian original pressing. Bill Haley on stage. The cover is like near mint, the front cover. Absolutely beautiful. And I love the colour on this. And it's on Summit Records by Pickwick International. Razzle Dazzle, Crying Time, Johnny Be Good, The Saints Rock and Roll, Guitar Boogie, Rock the Joint. Can't wait to hear that one. That's going to sound great on my old system, guaranteed. I think that's 1968. So from 68 we jump all the way to 88 with this one, Swing Out Sister. Pretty sure this is a UK, Welsh, Irish, somewhere from there. What do you reckon, James Griffiths? And they had a big hit breakout in Australia, side 1, track 1 on here. A lot of good sort of, probably a little bit jazzy, horns, that type of thing. So I'd be interested to hear that whole album. You know, whether they were one-hit wonder or did they put a good album together. We'll see. 2 more to go. Eric Clapton was here on RSO label. Have You Ever Loved a Woman? Stuff like he did with was it Cream or Derek and the Dominoes? Yardbirds, one of those groups. Drifting Blues. So there's a few songs there he's done with earlier bands. So I'm not quite sure if this is kind of like a revisited type album where he's recorded past hits and blended with others. I don't know. That's my first Eric Clapton album. I had to grab that. And lastly, a band called Yes, called Going for the One. And a beautiful, beautiful condition, I think. It's not a double album, it's not a gatefold, trifold. Which I won't show here, but great music by Yes. So there you go, guys. Part 2, amazing haul, amazing final stuff. Stuff here, if you can see. This is stuff I've got to catch up on to show you guys. So hope you're enjoying whatever you're doing. It's Sunday afternoon here. Probably about 32 degrees. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit. It's up there though. Summer doesn't start until December 1 here, but it's certainly here with a vengeance this week, so it's good. T-shirts, shorts, that kind, out in the garden, that type of stuff. Which records did you like there? What should I be checking? What should I put on my new turntable next? Which one deserves a run? All right, cheers out.